Hello everyone, my name is Mohammed Ehsan, and as a beginner in investment, I found it was very difficult to figure out which companies to invest in. There are so many wonderful companies out there, and uh, initially I was very intimidated to just start investing in the companies that I liked, but I didn't know how to do my research in those companies, and I found it very difficult because I wasn't confident enough and I didn't want to lose my savings. So I searched around and found out that I could invest in something called ETFs. An ETF is a group of companies bundled together so that the risk is divided among those companies. And if you buy a single ETF, you are buying a small share of all of those companies. That's why if a single company loses value, you are not losing all of your money. Now there are many different kinds of ETFs available and it's very difficult to find which one is best for you. So in this video, I'm going to share 4 of my best ETFs that I like to invest in. But before I continue, I would really appreciate if you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and please share this video with your friends if you think it will help them out. My favorite ETF to invest in is called Core S&P 500. The total expense ratio for Core S&P 500 is 0.7%. In this ETF, you are essentially investing in 500 of the biggest companies in the US. As most of the gains are in the US market, this ETF is one of the best that you can have in your portfolio as it is tracking 500 of the biggest companies in the US. You can be sure that you will be seeing some gains. If you believe most of the economists out there, the US market is going to grow for many years to come. My second favorite ETF to invest in is called Core MSCI World, having a total expense ratio of 0.2. If you invest in Core MSCI World, you are investing in 1605 different companies, meaning that your exposure is divided in 1605 companies. Out of the 1605 companies in Core MSCI World are in the Western market. This means that they are in Europe, America, and Canada. My third favorite ETF to invest in is called Core MSCI Emerging Market with a total expense ratio of 0.18%. In Core MSCI World Emerging Markets, you are investing in 2,656 companies which are in the emerging markets. Many economists believe that the emerging market is going to grow in the next 10 years. So if you want to have an exposure in the emerging market, it is a really good idea to invest in Core MSCI World Emerging Markets. Many people in Germany believe that you should have a 70-30 division between Core MSCI World and MSCI World Emerging Markets so that you have an exposure in the emerging market as well as the developed countries. My fourth favorite ETF to invest in is called S&P 500 Information Technology Sector with a total expense ratio of 0.15. As the name suggests, this ETF is tracking 73 of the biggest information technology companies in the US market. This ETF is pretty volatile because at the moment most of the growth in the US market is because of these technology firms. That is why this ETF is seeing a lot of volatility at the moment. So I would say that this is an ETF that I would be really careful to invest in. This said, if you need more gains, there is always more risks involved in that. Until the next video, bleib gesund.